He has been reading for hours. If you don't use sunscreen, you'll get sunburned. What a delicious meal. I cooked a delicious dinner. If I was taller, I could reach the top shelf. He visited his family in another country. If I were rich, I would buy a mansion. He had read the book twice before lending it to me. He was shopping for groceries at the supermarket. They have finished their homework. Did they finish their homework before the deadline? We went to France last summer. If he had a guitar, he would play in a band. His voice is higher than hers. Her apartment is nicer than hers. I enjoy playing tennis and my sister likes it too. He's going to buy his sister a birthday present. My family loves hiking and so do I. I love pizza and my sister does too. The service of the restaurant where we ate last night was very good. If you go to bed late, you will be tired in the morning. They will stay in a hotel throughout their trip. He speaks 3 languages. The plant is self-watered with a self-watering system. She does ballet. They are building a sand castle on the beach. She wants to learn to cook. If you eat too much, you will feel sick. If I were a superhero, I would have superpowers. Heartwarming. He had never seen such a beautiful sunset before. They like to swim in the pool. He will start a new job next week. I want to learn to code. We watched television programs all night. He studied Spanish for 3 years. We were going to the beach for vacation. He needs to fix his car. What time does the movie start? Asked. He doesn't like swimming. If I feel tired, I go to bed early. Have you ever been to a music concert? I often visit my elders. Have you tried the new restaurant in town? The door was opened by John. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. They take the train to go to work. They will soon be able to make a decision. We are hiking in the mountains. The piano is the hardest instrument to learn. He needs to fix the leaky faucet. I am currently reading a book. The door was accidentally locked. He visited his friend in another city. If we go to the beach, we can build sand castles. I listen to music while working. If I have enough money, I will buy a new car. The bus stops here. You have to believe in yourself and your abilities. I want to go to the park. My friends want to go there too. If it rained, we would watch movies at home. They are playing football in the park. His job is more demanding than mine. He needs to exercise regularly. Too far to walk. We should take a taxi. Mark is going to the concert, and so am I. As soon as we finish cooking dinner, we will watch a movie. He was jogging in the park. The food is delicious. She had cooked dinner before her guests arrived. The movie was so funny and I couldn't help laughing. I loved watching cartoons as a kid. They watched a movie in the cinema. He cut himself while shaving. They are painting together. He doesn't want to go to the zoo, and neither do I. How fascinating. Have you seen the last episode of your favorite series? The restaurant we always go to has great pizza. She used to work as a waitress but is now a chef. He's not planning a trip, is he? The black shirt is more stylish than the gray one. I often visit my elders. Tom is the funniest person I know. He locked himself outside the house. If you need money, I can lend you money. I will send you an email with details. They will study for the exam tomorrow. If I had known you were coming, I would have made a cake. She wants to learn to cook. The document has been edited for errors. He was listening to music while doing his homework. There are not enough seats in the theater. I am sure they will like the concert very much. Workers have been building the house for months. He blamed himself for the accident. We have a great time playing board games. I wish I had taken a different path. He was playing basketball in the gym. He easily forgets everything. There are too many books on your shelf. Will you come to the cinema with us? We must respect our elders. We trust the doctor's advice. The room was cleaned by the hotel staff. Yellow flowers are brighter than white ones. The cat licked itself clean. They were trying on different dresses in the store. We are planting flowers in the garden. How incredible! The door was accidentally locked. What a talented actor! The Pacific Ocean is the world's largest ocean. I have enough experience to apply for the job. The book I'm reading is very interesting. He was happy to be promoted. I might try a new recipe for dinner. Did you see a shooting star before that night? The dog was digging a hole in the backyard. She has been working as a teacher since last month. Do you like cooking? He is riding his bike in the park. I love pizza and my sister does too. You remember our conversation. He was reading a book on the sofa. Couldn't sleep because it was so noisy. Can you lend me some money until I get my money? If they work hard, they will win the competition. We listened to the radio in the car. I was studying English last night. My cousin likes to take pictures. If they found the treasure, they would be rich. They want to go shopping this afternoon. I woke up and found myself in another country. He always complains about his job. He was able to lift the heavy box. If he finishes his work, he will come to the party. We enjoy playing football and our classmates also enjoy it. His hair is longer than mine. I wish I had gone to bed earlier last night. My father is the strongest man I have ever seen in my life. Can you get some milk on the way home, please? Sarah isn't going to the beach, and neither am I. Have you traveled the world? They would go for a walk in the park. The picture was hung on the wall. The car was repaired by a mechanic. He's not coming to the party, is he? They had just arrived at the hotel. Have they visited their grandparents recently? The big cake is sweeter than the small one. The baby is crawling on the floor. The baby is crawling on the floor. I am very lucky. He could learn to play the guitar. The Pacific Ocean is the world's largest ocean. The city is noisier than the countryside. The car I want to buy is a red sports car. She devoted herself to a spa day. If it's warm tomorrow, we'll go to the beach. He wants to start a new hobby. This is the beach where we spent our vacation. I enjoy playing tennis. Have you ever tried sushi before your trip to Japan? You can't buy a car if you don't save money. They will study for the exam tomorrow. I am very pleased. My laptop is newer than yours. We have to do laundry. It reminded him of the important meeting. We're getting a new car next month. If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. They didn't go to the park, did they? He studied math for the exam. When he saves enough money, he will buy a new computer. I wish I could fly like a bird. The book I'm reading is really interesting. It could be a great opportunity for you. If he buys a ticket, he can enter the concert. How peaceful. The book I'm reading is really interesting. They laughed at themselves for a stupid mistake. He's not going on vacation, is he? We are planning to go on vacation next month. If you eat too much, you will get sick. They can read books in different languages. We have to finish the report before the deadline. She likes to dance in her spare time. I helped my mother while cooking. He was able to lift the heavy box. He studied hard, so he passed the exam. This is the house where I was born. We have to finish our homework. Did you see my keys? Asked. I am feeding the cat. The Mona Lisa is the most famous painting in the world. We watched the movie twice. If you eat too much, you will get sick. Email received yesterday. I wish I had remembered to call my mother. He blamed himself for the missed opportunity. We can't go to the party tonight. We had visited that city many times before we decided to move there. They enjoyed the concert alone. He has to study for the math exam. How beautiful. The message was ignored by the recipient. They do not like spicy food. I'm proud. They were playing football in the park. Can you pick me up from the airport? The students studied hard for the exam. He may ask you for help. I wish I hadn't eaten so much cake. They didn't go to the park, did they? They were too late and felt tired the next day. My bag is heavier than yours. I'm taking a shower right now. I'll lend you my book on condition that you return it. I won't be able to come to the party tonight. If he studied harder, he would pass the exam. You like to read books, don't you? I love chocolate. If I had enough money, I would buy a new car. I wish he hadn't left his phone at home. I wish I had met you earlier. He missed the bus because he left home late. He has great talent. What a great achievement. The black cat is quieter than the white one. He wished he hadn't missed the bus. He could have won the competition. Diamond is the hardest mineral known to man. He bought himself a present for his birthday. Would they go hiking in the mountains? He needs to be prepared for his presentation tomorrow. He won't forget to call you, will he? He hates noisy places. The restaurant we always go to has great pizza. If I see him, I'll tell him you called. Sarah isn't going to the party, and neither am I. I understand the concept. Can you lend me some money? I don't have enough food for lunch. What a successful event. They can swim in the depths of the pool. He is taller than his brother. Do you know how to dance? He wrote a poem. They go shopping for new clothes. He worked hard all day. He wants success. He blamed himself for the mistake. We used to go camping in the summer. If you don't lock the door, anyone can enter the house. I hurt myself playing football. The cake my grandmother made is my favorite. The doctor who treated me was very kind. I feel excited for the trip. She has to cook for her family tonight. They may need your help. The movie interests him. They were practicing their dance routine. I am currently reading a book. I can attend a dance class. He wishes he hadn't lost his keys. The painting was made by a famous painter. I found myself singing along to the song. They studied English for a long time. He hates crowded places. We watched television programs all night. Can you come to the party tomorrow? He disciplined himself to get up early. It may snow tomorrow. They like to eat ice cream in summer. She doubts his intentions. We found ourselves lost in the city. We will be able to visit the museum tomorrow. We have to study for the exam. He can speak French, and his brother can too. I will help you with your project, provided you ask nicely. I may visit my grandmother this weekend. How fascinating. The store opens at 9 a.m. He was washing the dishes after dinner. Had they finished their work before the deadline? She was painting for her art class. You look beautiful tonight. We picnic in the summer. The teacher in my class is very strict. This movie is better than the previous one. She dances salsa on the weekends. He has been reading for hours. We're going to the beach tomorrow. If you don't stop talking, I will leave the room. He cannot pass the exam unless he studies. We often go to the park. Students who work hard always get good grades. By the time I got to the office, he was already gone. He'll get angry if you don't apologize. If you practice every day, you will improve your skills. We're going shopping this weekend. If he saves enough money, he will buy a new car. I want to go shopping and my friends want to go too. What a funny joke. I can meet my friends for lunch. They must be excited for the concert. He worked until late last night. If I feel tired, I go to bed early. Can repair electrical appliances. If it snows tomorrow, we will make a snowman. The New York Times is the most widely read newspaper in the United States. He won't lend you his laptop, will he? The piano has been playing for hours. What a fascinating story. The city they visited last summer was New York. I visited London twice. When I finish reading a book, I write a review. She is more talkative than her sister. They were singing karaoke at the party. Can you lend me some money until I get my money? More talented than her sister. She devoted herself to a spa day. It costs too much. I watched a movie last night. He can swim, his sister can swim too. I am currently watching a TV program. If I don't catch the next bus, I'll be late. It could be a dentist appointment. If I had his number, I would call him. I finished reading the book. He managed to catch the early train. If they invite us, we should bring a gift. The plant is self-watered with a self-watering system. Apples are larger than cherries. We clean the house on the weekend. What a talented musician. If it's cold, wear a hat and gloves. He did not pass the test because he did not understand the subject. The house they build is quite large. I called my friend on the phone. You should read more books to expand your knowledge. I enjoy reading books. Why did you leave early? Asked. Would you swim in this lake? I couldn't find my keys because I misplaced them. He has enough money to buy a new car. He's not coming to the party, is he? They studied English for a long time. He'll get angry if you don't apologize. They played football in the park. If they don't hurry, they will be late. He has a great sense of humor. We played board games with our friends. I was having a cup of coffee in the cafe. They haven't seen each other in a long time, have they? The book I'm reading is very interesting. The baby is sleeping soundly in his crib. If you don't hurry, we'll miss the bus. He doesn't want to go for a walk, and neither do I. He takes a shower before going to bed. It consists of 3 parts. The movie we watched yesterday was a romantic comedy. The sun is the brightest star in our solar system. Yellow flowers are brighter than white ones. If it was warmer, we would have gone swimming. They do not like spicy food. We have traveled to many different countries. I am feeding the cat. I watched a movie last night. The restaurant will close at midnight. She wished she had bought that dress when it was on sale. Jenny is writing a letter to her friend. The job offer was accepted. Would he play guitar in a band? We value your opinion. The store opens at 9 a.m. She danced at the party. Can you fix the leaky faucet? I wish he could speak more than one language. I think it will rain this afternoon. I wish I didn't have to deal with this problem. He cooked dinner for his family. He hates studying. If it's warm outside, we go to the beach. He is on the phone with his friend. Is this the restaurant where we had dinner last night? The car has been running for 5 hours. He could learn to speak Spanish. Children are playing outside. She is shopping for new clothes. Workers were repairing the road. If the weather is nice, we will go swimming. He is reading a book while drinking tea. They will go on a journey next summer. If you eat too much, you will feel sick. The girl who plays the piano is very talented. If you eat too much, you will feel sick. We are hiking in the mountains. I wish I had seen the sunset yesterday. When he saves enough money, he will buy a new computer.